Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive into this video. So guys, I came across this video on my For You, and I thought to share with you guys where this pine-colored woman actually feels that it was okay for her to make some unremarkable, like some racist commentary about people that looks like me. And the thing is that I like the fact that the FA and FR that she got so fast was something that is so befitting. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
Strap in because this one's going to be a doozy and there's a lot going on here. To set this up, a black woman on February 9th went to attend her first hockey game, the Washington Capitals game. Went there very excited, was recording videos, really happy about being at the game. And shortly after taking her seat, she noticed a white woman who was sitting in front of her having a text conversation with someone who was saved in her phone as Jimmy. And normally she wouldn't pay attention to something like that, but the text was very large and certain words jump off the page, especially as a black woman. When you see someone texting like black people or blacks, that's going to get your attention. So she started paying attention, and what she saw was very upsetting. And I think when we go through these still shots, you'll see why she was upset. So obviously blue would be the woman's responses. The gray boxes would be Jimmy. Here you have part of a conversation: employment, education, and the criminal justice system. Serbia is considered one of the most racist countries. The woman sent him that. Jimmy responds, "That's hilarious. So they're saying America is racist because schools in the hood are worse and blacks commit crimes and are too lazy and stupid to get jobs?" She had sent him something and said, "You didn't know that?" He responded, "I do know about that. It's just crazy. Blacks probably have more experience because the hood is such a social environment. They don't travel the world like rich whites." She responds, "Right, and they say like in reading comprehension parts and tests that it's saying something about, I'm assuming black people not testing as well, but I don't see the full message, so can't say that for a fact." Next comes this one. Jimmy said, "The CIA has done mean things to black people and abortion targeted black people, but overall nobody has been so kind and welcoming as the white world." No one's been so kind and welcoming to black people as the white world, according to Jimmy. She responds, "Abortion doesn't target people. Black people have more sex partners and so have a higher risk of pregnancy." That's her response. Which brings us to this one. Jimmy says woke people are brain dead. It's easier for blacks to get into college than whites because colleges want to take people from poverty. To which she replies, "It is hardest for white females in suburban areas to get into college." And then is following that up with, "We have the highest GPAs and colleges want diversity, so they won't take us even if our grades, test scores, extracurricular." You could see maybe why this was upsetting to the woman sitting behind her. And this isn't all of it, because the final straw for her, and she was too upset when she saw this to think to pull out her phone and try and record it. Her partner was trying to console her, okay? But she swears on everything, and I have talked to her and confirmed this, that she then saw Jimmy text to the woman and say, "I wish whites would kill all blacks, as well as I want to commit genocide." And what got her so upset, as bad as that is, was that the woman texting with him just sort of moved on from it, like continued the conversation. Wasn't like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" She said all of that. She was distraught. She said the only reason she didn't confront the woman is because the woman was there with a couple of young kids. And for their sake, she didn't just blow the fuck up. But after hours of this, that woman got up to leave, and she got a very clear image of her. And then she messaged me after posting her video on TikTok and asked if I could help with this. And it took me very little time, quite frankly, to take this image, and from that, find this image of that woman attending a Capitals game. She also said that this looked like the young children she was with. That image led me to this image, which led me to this very professional looking picture that is on the website of her employer. That employer being one Alpine Group, which you can see from this LinkedIn is listed as a top 20 DC lobbying firm. And as you can see on their employment page, she's right there, Courtney Johnson, listed as a principal with Alpine Group. Actually, if you go to her LinkedIn, she's listed as the senior vice president at Alpine Group. And if you go to the Alpine Group website and you click on her picture, it pulls up her bio page. It says that Courtney Johnson was recognized as a top lobbyist by The Hill and is dynamic, experienced, and highly motivated government affairs professional with a proven track record of successful advocacy. And she has spearheaded and executed numerous advocacy campaigns on major health legislation. The woman you saw carrying on that text conversation is a top lobbyist in D.C. with a huge firm who has spearheaded and executed numerous advocacy campaigns on major health legislation. So working on health legislation while making statements in her private life, such as black people have more sex partners and so have a higher risk of pregnancy. That I guess black people are just more promiscuous. Now, sharing what I found with the victim, we decided not to just jump into a video. And instead, at her encouragement and blessing, I reached out to Keenan Austin Reed, the CEO. I sent those screenshots as well as the image of her and then said, the video's available if you want it. She said, yes, please send me the video. I sent her that. And then I didn't hear anything. So after a full day, I emailed her and said, hey, making a video. I don't know if Alpine Group would like to make a statement. She said yes, and she sent the following. We are aware of this issue and have placed Ms. Johnson on administrative leave while we look into this. These statements are inconsistent with our values, culture, and beliefs as an organization. Statement from the Alpine Group. I'll tell you that the woman that experienced that recorded those images, didn't love this response, and I'm not crazy about it myself. But this is their response. So there it is. Also don't know who Jimmy is. I didn't see a Jimmy or a James who works at Alpine, so I guess that's good. Although considering the circles she runs in, he could still be someone important. And what he was saying was absolutely vile. So maybe after January 20th, this is just considered not as big a deal to some people. Still a big deal to me. Still a big deal to that woman who experienced it. I think it's still a big deal to a lot of people in America, regardless of their political affiliation. So I will keep tabs on this, and if I hear anything more, I will let you all know.
As bad as that one little clip was, the entire video is much, much worse. Especially the reaction from certain people. And the comments are even worse, because there's a bunch of people going, she should have minded her business. It was a private conversation. No, it wasn't. Number one, she was in public. Number two, the text was big enough for anybody sitting around her to see. It just happens to be a black woman that saw it. And people are going, oh, it's a private conversation. Listen, take your phone, don't open anything. Just walk around, just spouting things like your favorite movies or a sports team you really hate or your favorite song or, a singer or band you really can't stand. In 10 minutes, you will have a bunch of advertisements all over your social media for that shit. There's no privacy anymore in public or even in private. You might have your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok, or whatever privated from other people. You know who it's not private from? The companies that own those social media apps. So Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, if you're on X, can just look at everything. Everything you're posting, your DMs, everything. So if you're getting upset because somebody happens to see a racist rant on social media and talks about it, suck it up, buttercup. You need a helmet because the world's going to take you for a fucking ride.
It was the audacity for me. Y'all talking like y'all from the hood. How do y'all know how we travel? It's a lot of us, actually, that come from the hood and travel every day. Yeah, we do. And we are some of the most smartest people here on this here earth. Whatever about abortions, that shit was crazy. But my thing was, Why was you having that discussion and you was supposed to be, paying attention to the game? You was out with kids. But the conversation was not about the game. It was about people that y'all don't even like. Why are we always the topic of discussion? I don't know. I don't think that I can function well or be out in public knowing that I will be surrounded by people that I don't like. Just knowing that it's people that I don't like out here in this world. I got so much hatred towards a certain race that when the time comes for me to go out and have some fun, that I can't really do that because I'm having this hate conversation about these people that I just can't stand, which is crazy because I wonder if they had dreams about us. Y'all think they had dreams about us? Because I think they probably have dreams about us, and they probably have nightmares, and that's probably why a lot more of them go to therapy. Because if I don't know, I just feel like if a certain race of people was just heavily on my mind to where every time I was trying to have fun, it was always the topic of discussion, or I don't know, we are always just there. Even when we're not there, we're in our heads. So that's a lot of therapy. What y'all think? And the genocide thing is what really got me because y'all, we already know y'all feel like that, but why don't y'all go ahead and try so y'all can fuck around and find out? I mean, y'all hate us that bad. Let's get it on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've been ready. I'm pretty sure that she already done had the day that she deserves. And her little text buddy, I'm pretty sure that he's next if they ain't already found him. Cause I don't know who's smarter, TikTok or black women. So yeah, I hope they both had the day that they deserve. And the sex partner thing is what really got me going, because I'm damn, was she a fly on the wall and all? I'm pretty sure her great-great-grandfather probably didn't have multiple sex partners, and they were all melanated women. So yeah, that's that. And I just want to put my 2 cents in because why not?
So making this as a proper update to this video that I posted on Friday about a woman who is a top lobbyist in DC with a huge firm, who a black woman observed at a hockey game in Washington, D.C., texting with someone named Jimmy, some pretty terrible things about black people. Most of the worst stuff coming from Jimmy, but still very upsetting. And as this comment alludes, she has in fact been fired. The Alpine Group has terminated the employment of Courtney Johnson. And of course they go on to say this does not align with us. And I want to make clear, everything that I heard about them from people I know in DC was all positive, was all no, they do good things, they work to get things done. So I believe that group does not agree with the statements that were made in those text messages. I will say this, though. A lot of people wanted to know who Jimmy is. And again, Jimmy was the one saying the worst of this stuff. So I understand that. But I saw some people saying oh, it's this person because she sent Venmo to this person named Jimmy. Or I have at least 3 solid possibilities for who Jimmy could be. Therefore, we're never going to know who Jimmy is. It would take her coming out and saying hey, it was this guy. And I don't see that happening. But yeah, we're not just going to go, if your name is Jim or James or Jimmy and you're associated with her, you must be the person saying these terrible things. No. That's not fair. That's not okay. We can't do that. As much as you want to know, I get it. You're outraged. You're disgusted. I understand. I am as well. But if you go after the wrong person, it's more damage from a terrible thing. And let's not do that.
Like, seriously, lovelies, this incident actually reminds me of a particular incident that happened. I think that actually happened in an airline. So this lady was seated very close to a pan-colored man, and he was like trying to like avoid being, with the black lady, and he started sending a text message maybe to his loved one, talking about how he was actually seated close to a black woman and he cannot even wait to get off from this airline. Like, seriously. And this is how these women have to like, why would he, like, he made so many racist commentary in his testing, and this woman have to like screenshot it and share it. Like, seriously. And now the same thing is repeating itself. So this young lady, just the way at which they have described in the stitch I was able to put together, and even me as a black woman, I am seated close to, and I see something like that. A lot of people were like, "Oh, why wouldn't you just stay in your place? Why are you invading her privacy?" Like, how you sit close to someone, and sometimes you just look and I see something like that. My attention will actually going to be drawn. There is not two ways about it. Knowing fully well the kind of society I live myself, they goes as far as talking about how black women or black people have multiple partners. It goes about talking about how the abortion actually targeted people that look like me. So all of these bills and bills and bills and all of the things that they have been signing continuously, they are just people that look like me. All of the things are just to actually target people that look like me. Can you imagine that? And there are so many people who claims that there is nothing like Ray and Sis. It's just in the mind. Why are you, always talking about Ray and Sis, complaining about Ray and Sis? It does not. I don't see color. I don't see color, right? So what is it? What is he or whosoever person that she was actually having the conversation with talking about? They even talked about how they feel that people that look like me are all. Are you serious right now? And people still have the nerve to talk about how this does not exist. When you see this lady with all of this controversy on a normal day, she looks so normal, so prestigious, so responsible woman with a responsible, job. But behind that normal face, oh my God, we're here, is actually a dangerous person. This is the reason why people that look like me can never have, they can never see you as a safe place. When you see people that look like me, always, oh no, they don't trust, because the thing is that they often come, some of these particular women, just like her, I won't say all of them, they often come all smiley, smiley, oh my God, we are actually fighting for you, we want to fight for you. But at the closest, they know exactly what they are doing. They know exactly who they are fighting for, who they stand for. You think that they enjoy all of this, why? This privilege and supremacy. You see some of them coming out right now to actually, speak out, because some of the things that they feel that people that look like me are going to be affected in is now affecting them one way or the other, even if it's not compared to that of people that look like me, but they are getting more affected. That's why it's as if some of them come out to rant, oh my God, I don't expect this, because they actually thought that, oh, they are targeting these people, let's do this to actually do this, but they never realized that it's also going to affect them. Like, seriously, lovelies. Imagine all. Okay, she saw this. Imagine what they must have been saying about people that look like me, the one she never saw, or the conversation, or even at her workplace. She even have a CEO who happens to be a black woman. That means she's not even happy in that position. She's not happy that is, you know, how can you just say such a thing to a fully, human being? And when people that looks at me want to complain, they often, talk about how, oh my God, you just want to be oppressed so much. You like complaining. You like complaining. But the system has already started doing things to target people that looks like me. But in doing so, they are now, the other people are still, being affected. This is why it's as if some of them are just, oh my God, ranting and all of that. But the good thing about this stage that I put up here is the fact that justice actually took its place. These women would never, ever want to change. They will never learn. They don't want to learn at all. Like, what has people that looks like me done? These people, you made sure that they never get some certain kind of job. They have to work 4 times higher compared to you in order to get to a certain position. Will I even talk about the school? Or will I even talk about the medical field? Will I talk about the health system? Will I even talk about the risk a pregnant black woman have to? Anyways, but this is just so ridiculous. This is so bad, because when you see this woman on a normal day, you actually think that, oh, she's a co-headed. Oh, she's handling some high position, some principled position, but you never knew that behind that, look and all her principle, there is something dark inside of her. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So guys, if you've not subscribed, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.